Your first question is, which of the following is an example of an erosional landform? A. Delta. B. Sand dunes. C. U-shaped valley. D. Alluvial fan. Your correct answer is option C. U-shaped valley. Here are some important points. U-shaped valleys are formed by glacial erosion. They have steep walls and a broad, flat flow. Rivers create V-shaped valleys, while glaciers create U-shaped ones. Famous examples include Yosemite Valley in the USA. They are common in mountainous regions with past glacial activity. Your next question is, which landform is formed due to the deposition of river sediments at its mouth? A. Delta. B. Canyon. C. Plateau. D. Valley. Your correct answer is option A. Delta. Here are some important points. Deltas form when rivers deposit sediments at their mouth. They usually appear as triangular or fan-shaped landforms. Famous deltas include the Ganges Delta and the Nile Delta. They provide fertile soil for agriculture. They are often rich in biodiversity and aquatic life. Your next question is, a rift valley is formed due to which geological process? A. Folding. B. Faulting. C. Volcanic eruption. D. Weathering. Your correct answer is option B. Faulting. Here are some important points. Rift valleys form when land between two faults sinks. They are associated with divergent plate boundaries. The Great Rift Valley in Africa is the largest rift valley. Rift valleys can eventually lead to the formation of new ocean basins. Earthquakes are common in rift valley regions. Your next question is, which of the following landforms is created by wind erosion? A. Butte. B. Cirque. C. Lagoon. D. Stalactite. Your correct answer is option A. Butte. Here are some important points. Buttes are isolated hills with steep, vertical sides. They form due to wind and water erosion. They are smaller than mesas and plateaus. Famous examples include Monument Valley in the USA. They are common in arid and semi-arid regions. Your next question is, which landform is also known as a tableland? A. Mountain. B. Delta. C. Plateau. D. Valley. Your correct answer is option C. Plateau. Here are some important points. Plateaus are elevated flat-topped regions. They can be formed by volcanic activity or erosion. The Deccan Plateau in India is a famous example. They are rich in minerals and suitable for agriculture. They are categorized as intermontane, Piedmont, and volcanic plateaus. Your next question is, which of the following landforms is formed by glacial erosion? A. Moraine. B. Canyon. C. Butte. D. Dune. Your correct answer is option A. Moraine. Here are some important points. Moraines are accumulations of rock debris carried by glaciers. They can be lateral, medial, terminal, or ground moraines. They indicate past glacial activity in an area. They are composed of unsorted rocks and sediments. The Himalayas and Alps have many moraine deposits. Your next question is, which landform is formed when a river flows through a hard rock area and erodes it over time? A. Cave. B. Canyon. C. Cliff. D. Arch. Your correct answer is option B. Canyon. Here are some important points. Canyons are deep valleys with steep sides, carved by rivers. The Grand Canyon in the USA is the most famous example. They form due to long-term water erosion. They often expose ancient rock layers. Flash floods can accelerate their formation. Your next question is, what is a sand dune? A. A mountain peak. B. A depositional feature formed by wind. C. A valley formed by water erosion. D. A lake formed in a crater. Your correct answer is option B. A depositional feature formed by wind. Here are some important points. Sand dunes form in deserts and coastal areas due to wind deposition. They constantly change shape and location. The Sahara Desert has large dune fields. Some dunes migrate due to wind action. They provide habitat for specialized desert species. Your next question is, which landform is created by wave action along coastlines? A. Lagoon. B. Cliff. C. Delta. D. Mesa. Your correct answer is option B. Cliff. Here are some important points. Cliffs form due to continuous wave erosion on coastal rocks. They are steep and often vertical. Famous examples include the White Cliffs of Dover, UK. They may lead to the formation of caves, arches, and stacks. They are vulnerable to coastal erosion and landslides. Your next question is, how are karst landforms formed? A. By wind erosion. B. By water dissolving limestone. C. By glacier movement. D. By volcanic eruptions. Your correct answer is option B. By water dissolving limestone. Here are some important points. Karst landscapes form in limestone regions due to water erosion. Features include caves, sinkholes, and underground rivers. The Gilan Karst in China is a famous example. Acidic rainwater speeds up karst formation. They often have unique biodiversity due to underground habitats. Your next question is, what is a fjord? A valley filled with lava. B. A deep sea inlet formed by glaciers. C. A large desert dune. D. A volcanic mountain. Your correct answer is option B, a deep sea inlet formed by glaciers. Here are some important points. Fjords are U-shaped valleys flooded by seawater. Norway has some of the most famous fjords. They are created by retreating glaciers. They have steep cliffs and deep waters. They are important for marine ecosystems and tourism. Your next question is, what is the name of the flat landform located at high altitudes? A. Plateau. B. Valley. C. Beach. D. Archipelago. Your correct answer is option A, plateau. Here are some important points. Plateaus are elevated flat regions. They can be volcanic, erosional, or tectonic. The Tibetan Plateau is the highest in the world. They are important for agriculture and mining. Many plateaus contain rich deposits of minerals. Your next question is, what is the process that creates fold mountains? A. Erosion. B. Faulting. C. Compression of tectonic plates. D. Volcanic eruption. Your correct answer is option C, compression of tectonic plates. Here are some important points. Fold mountains form due to the collision of tectonic plates. The Himalayas and the Alps are examples. They are often associated with earthquakes. They have parallel ridges and valleys. These mountains continue to grow as tectonic forces act. Your next question is, what is a lagoon? A type of sand dune. B. A shallow water body separated from the sea. C. A deep sea trench. D. A volcanic crater. Your correct answer is option B, a shallow water body separated from the sea. Here are some important points. Lagoons are found along coastal areas. They are separated from the sea by sandbars or coral reefs. The Chilika Lake in India is a famous lagoon. They support rich biodiversity, including migratory birds. Some lagoons eventually become estuaries. Your next question is, what is a mesa? A narrow valley. B. A steep-sided flat-topped hill. C. A mountain peak. D. A river delta. Your correct answer is option B, a steep-sided flat-topped hill. Here are some important points. Mesas are formed by erosion of softer rocks around harder layers. They are larger than buttes. The Colorado Plateau has many famous mesas. They are common in arid and semi-arid regions. Their flat tops result from resistant rock layers. Your next question is, what is the primary cause of the formation of volcanic mountains? A. Plate movement. B. River erosion. C. Wind deposition. D. Glacial activity. Your correct answer is option A, plate movement. Here are some important points. Volcanic mountains form due to magma eruption from the Earth's crust. They can be active, dormant, or extinct. The Andes and Mount Fuji are famous examples. They often occur at convergent and divergent plate boundaries. Volcanic soil is very fertile, supporting agriculture. Your next question is, what is the term for a naturally formed underground chamber? A. Lagoon. B. Cave. C. Cliff. D. Rift valley. Your correct answer is option B, cave. Here are some important points. Caves form due to water dissolving limestone or lava flows. Stalactites, ceiling, and stalagmites, flow, are common cave features. Ajanta and Ellora caves in India are famous historical caves. Some caves are used as habitats by bats and other species. Karst regions have extensive cave systems. Your next question is, what is an estuary? A volcanic island. B. A desert landform. C. A partially enclosed coastal water body. D. A glacial valley. Your correct answer is option C, a partially enclosed coastal water body. Here are some important points. Estuaries are where rivers meet the sea. They are rich in nutrients and biodiversity. The Sundarbans estuary is home to the Royal Bengal tiger. They act as natural buffers against storms and flooding. Many important cities are located near estuaries. Your next question is, what is the largest desert in the world? A. Sahara. B. Gobi. C. Antarctica. D. Thar. Your correct answer is option C, Antarctica. Here are some important points. Antarctica is the coldest and driest desert. It receives very little precipitation. The Sahara is the largest hot desert. Deserts can be hot, cold, or coastal. Desertification is a major environmental concern. Your next question is, what is a peninsula? A body of water surrounded by land. B. A landmass surrounded by water on three sides. C. A mountain range. D. A valley. Your correct answer is option B, a landmass surrounded by water on three sides. Here are some important points. Peninsulas extend into a body of water. Examples include the Indian Peninsula and the Arabian Peninsula. They are often important for trade and fishing. Many peninsulas have unique climates and ecosystems. They may form due to tectonic or coastal processes. Your next question is, what is an atoll? A sand dune. B. A ring-shaped coral reef. C. A volcanic mountain. D. A glacial landform. Your correct answer is option B, a ring-shaped coral reef. Here are some important points. Atolls form around sunken volcanic islands. They are made of coral deposits. The Maldives is an example of atoll islands. They provide habitats for marine life. Rising sea levels threaten many atolls. Your next question is, what is a delta primarily made of? A. Lava. B. Ice. C. Sediments. D. Sand dunes. Your correct answer is option C, sediments. Here are some important points. Deltas form at river mouths. They are rich in alluvial deposits. The Ganges-Brahmaputra Delta is the largest in the world. They are important for agriculture. Human activities like dam construction impact delta formation. Your next question is, what is the process responsible for forming lowest deposits? A. Water erosion. B. Wind deposition. C. Glacial melting. D. Volcanic eruption. Your correct answer is option B, wind deposition. Here are some important points. Loess consist of fine, wind-blown sediments. It forms fertile soils, ideal for agriculture. Loess plateaus are found in China and the USA. It can lead to dust storms in dry conditions. It is rich in minerals and nutrients. Your next question is, how are drumlins formed? A. By wind erosion. B. By glacial movement. C. By volcanic activity. D. By river deposition. Your correct answer is option B, by glacial movement. Here are some important points. Drumlins are elongated hills formed by glaciers. They indicate the direction of glacial movement. They have a steep side, stoss, and a gentle side, lee. They are found in regions previously covered by glaciers. Their exact formation process is still debated. Your next question is, what is an oxbow lake? A coastal lagoon. B. A lake formed in a crater. C. A U-shaped lake formed from a river. D. A glacial lake. Your correct answer is option C, a U-shaped lake formed from a river. Here are some important points. Oxbow lakes form when river meanders are cut off. They occur in floodplains. They may eventually dry up over time. They provide habitats for aquatic life. They indicate river evolution. Your next question is, what is the name of a region where two tectonic plates meet? A. Fault line. B. Plateau. C. Canyon. D. Rift valley. Your correct answer is option A, fault line. Here are some important points. Fault lines are cracks in the Earth's crust. They result from tectonic movement. They cause earthquakes. The San Andreas Fault is a famous example. They can lead to mountain building. Your next question is, what is a stack in coastal geography? A. A rock pillar left after coastal erosion. B. A type of sand dune. C. A coral reef formation. D. A glacial feature. Your correct answer is option A rock pillar left after coastal erosion. Here are some important points. Stacks form due to wave erosion of cliffs. They were once part of headlands. Over time, they collapse into stumps. They are common along rocky coastlines. The 12 Apostles in Australia are famous stacks. Your next question is, what is a floodplain? A desert landform. B. A coastal feature. C. A flat area prone to flooding. D. A volcanic plateau. Answer. C. A flat area prone to flooding. Here are some important points. Floodplains form from river deposition. They are fertile and good for farming. They reduce flood impacts. They are vulnerable to urbanization. Many civilizations developed in floodplain areas. Your next question is, which landform is shaped like an inverted cone and forms in caves? A. Stalagmite. B. Stalactite. C. Sinkhole. D. Geyser. Answer. B. Stalactite. Here are some important points. Stalactites hang from cave ceilings. They form due to dripping mineral-rich water. Stalagmites grow from the cave floor. They take thousands of years to form. Limestone caves have beautiful stalactite formations. Your next question is, what type of island is formed by coral reefs? A. Volcanic island. B. Barrier island. C. Coral island. D. Glacial island. Answer. C. Coral island. Here are some important points. Coral islands are made of coral skeletons. They develop in warm, shallow waters. The Maldives and Lakshadweep are examples. They support marine biodiversity. Rising sea levels threaten coral islands.